After our backpacking trip, Choi and I spent a few days in Brevard, North Carolina. Choi was exhausted, so I tried to give her a lot of time to rest. I also had a lot of chores to do, like drying out my tent and sleeping bag, along with work for my remote job. We went on a few hikes in the area, including Looking Glass Rock. This is a very popular trail. We went on a weekday, and although we didn't see many people on the hike up, we saw lots of people and dogs on the hike down. It's definitely a trail that I would want to avoid on a weekend. Choya did a really good job on the trail. She didn't have any reactions even as we passed many dogs. It's a pretty steady climb to the top. If you go, make sure to stay on the trail and not cut switchbacks because it's really bad for vegetation and erosion. I really enjoyed this trail and was glad that we stayed in the area to be able to do it. The trail has really nice view of the mountains, including mountains we summited on our backpacking trip like Black Balsam Knob. The best views aren't from the summit, but rather a cliff just beyond the summit. We also did a hike at DuPont State Forest where we saw a ton of waterfalls. There's so many waterfalls in the Brevard area. We saw Triple Falls, High Falls, and Hooker Falls at DuPont State Forest, and there were still some more that we did not see. Again, this is a very popular area. We went on a weekday, and it was still pretty crowded, so I definitely want to avoid it on a weekend. People really rave about Asheville, but I actually preferred staying in Brevard. Brevard is about 20 minutes to some really good hikes, whereas a lot of the hiking is about 45 minutes to an hour from Asheville. I also thought Asheville had a lot of traffic and Brevard was much more laid back. Said Asheville does have amazing breweries and restaurants, so I suppose it's just a matter of what your priorities are.